All right, Tech Tip Thursday. This one's going to be a little bit longer, but we're going to be talking about Kohler toilets. And you can see we've got a broken cap. So the easy thing would be pop a cap on it and go, right? Kind of a whole new meaning to cap and go. But in this case, if you have a broken cap, there's usually another reason why you have a broken cap. In this case, we're going to push this trip lever and look how short that chain is. So when you lift this, we're lifting that canister all the way up. I did shut the water off, by the way, so this is totally normal and fine. So that canister is exceeding the height of our lever, which means if somebody gets really after this and hits it really hard, they're gonna crack this cap. If I put a cap on this, we're gonna be right back here again. And the worst thing that you could have happen is if not only do they break the cap, but then they break your actual piece down in here. You don't want to have to fix that. So today we need to talk about chains. 2 lengths is not long enough, my friends. You need significantly more chain. So let's get started on this and get this guy straightened up. All right, so we've got our canister. We've got our itty bitty amount of chain on here. We'll just pop that off. The other thing to keep in mind when you're servicing, check your gasket on the bottom. We carry this gasket on our trucks. If it's red, for sure replace it. If it's starting to get frayed and start to damage, replace it. That's the difference between a really expensive water bill and not an expensive water bill. And when you're dealing in commercial property, this stuff matters. Little itty bitty things like this, when you've got 6 toilets in a building and all of them are burned out and they're not working properly, you're spending money, man. So make sure you check these guys, make sure that takes care of it. That takes care of a lot of running toilet issues. So canister, and we've got our new kit. And for us, you're looking at item code 710926. The stores can order these too, so if you need them, go ahead and order them. But the first thing we want to do, you already bought the kit, swap this guy out. To me, it's just worth the time to do it. And we got our new cap, but he doesn't go on yet. And we have our chain. So with the chain, I started the longest setting first. And you can replace everything. There's nothing wrong with doing that. So then you'll end up with usually 3 lengths, but sometimes you'll end up with 4 lengths at the end. So, and you can argue you should put a higher quality chain on. I'm not gonna disagree, but the hardest part is finding a chain that isn't gonna rust and doesn't break. When you find those two, that's a pretty magical thing. Really, my goal when I'm working on these is to try to not bend the chain like this. I mean, I get it if it happens, but you don't have to. It really helps if you don't need it. All right. So I put my non-adjustable side on that. An extra clippy clip, don't need you. And at this point, when you're dealing with these, and I'll move my hand in a second, you don't have to really treat these with a lot of respect, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, you're throwing this clip away, so just get it out of your way. Sometimes if you know you're gonna throw something away, just get it going. So this is also a good time. Check your trip lever, make sure your trip lever is in good repair. If it's not, get it replaced. You should have it on your truck. If you don't, reach out to your supervisor. And then now we should have our clip. We're just gonna hook them onto our trip lever. So in this case, remember our lid's gonna be here. We should go probably 1 chain length less. So at this point, we're going to go right there, which is going to give us 4 chain links. And that's where our toilet is going to be. So you can see the motion we're making is very small. This will lift up on its own and pop down on its own. Woo. There we go. And just like that, we should be good to go. You can see we're not smashing into our top, and we're gonna fill it. So a couple other things while you're servicing toilets to keep in mind. We're already here, we already rolled the truck. Verify your toilet seats tight, verify your toilet's actually tight. Remember, we're not going around surveying toilets all the time. We don't have time to sit and do that. So while you're on site, it's a good time to verify everything is in good working order. If you had to change your fill valve, so say your fill valve is running really slow, or you have to pull a toilet, don't forget you have a Kwik machine at the store. You can use that Kwik machine to suck the water out of these, rather than trying to towel it or have it fall on the floor. It doesn't take long to just suck the water out of the bottom after you flush it, and you're off to the races, and it makes life a lot better than pouring water all over the ground. And this canister does have a fill line on it, and we are right at it. So that's about where you want it. If you need to adjust fill, don't forget that's done right here. So that'll adjust your float. And we should be in good shape. Then we'll just put the cover on. Don't drop covers. They're very expensive. And that, my friends, is how I service a Kohler toilet. Perhaps I'm wrong. You can tell me in the comments down below, but chain length matters. If you have a very short piece of chain, you're gonna crack that yellow cap all the time. This matters for every single person that services this equipment. If you want longer life, you wanna get more out of your kits that you put in these, make sure your chain length is correct. It makes a huge difference in how this toilet operates. And there you go. Hopefully that helps you out today. We'll see you next time.